Hello, my friends. How you doing tonight? Happy Thursday to you. It is 5 p.m. Thursday, and tonight I thought, why not speak about some weight loss hacks? Why not speak about some weight loss hacks? So, yes, this is Radiant Wrap, where we talk about everything that is radiant, that I believe is necessary to be healthy and whole. Rest, activity awareness, diet, introspection, agua, note taking, that's journaling, and or taking notes, and training, actually doing physical stuff. So I got some hacks for you. Well, let me ask you this. What do you think would be necessary for you to lose weight? Like, what are some of your tricks and tips and things? I know there's a billion, gazillion things out there. So let me just go ahead and get to it. And okay, so number one hack is to remember who you are. Discipline. Yes, sissy. That is certainly one of them, but that's not one of the hacks I have for you tonight, baby. But discipline is one. For sure, you need some discipline. That is not one, is remember who you are. You're a child of the Most High. All things are possible. Know who you are. Think back to some of the things that you've been through in your life that you have overcome. You're an overcomer. There is not one person that is going to hear this that is not an overcomer. Not one. I don't know why, but the Lord just kind of always surrounds me with amazing people. If you're listening to this, I know you done been through some stuff and you are an overcomer. So remember who you are. Remember who you are. Number one. Number two, stop focusing on your weight so much. It's important to know, to have like your baseline, to know that. However, obsessing over that number is not going to help you at all. You get on the scale in the morning, and you get on the scale in the afternoon, and you get on the scale in the early evening, and you get on the scale in the night, right? There's not a whole lot that's going to change in that time. So one of my clients this week, which was one of the reasons I was inspired to even talk about weight loss, was concerned because they were getting on the scale at different times of the day, and at different times of the day the scale was showing giving them different numbers. Well, my friends, in the course of a day, hi, Miss Pearlie, you're the beautiful lady. In the course of a day, you are going to change. Your weight will change in the course of a day. If you drink water, it's going to be different than before you had a meal, after you had a meal, depending on what you have on, depending on what time of the month it is. Your weight is going to fluctuate during the course of the day, even during the course of a week. You just want a baseline. So a baseline, most people, I know, for some, it might be helpful to get on the scale every day. But if you're just doing it for punishment, for torture, you ain't doing the things that you need to do. Okay, I should have prefaced this. This is a little bit of tough love. I love you. There's nothing you could do about it. I do love you. So I'm just coming with you with this bit of news today. And it's not always easy to hear it, which is going to bring me to my number three. But let me finish with number two. Miss Pearlie, we worked that thing out a long time ago, right, Miss Pearlie? You do an excellent, excellent job of, because you do this, you keep your relationship with the Lord. right? And so you do remember who you are in Him, and then you have a good relationship with food, I think, and taking care of your temple, right? So, um, yeah. So, Miss Pearlie, you got this thing. You do an excellent job. But we need to not focus on our weight, getting on the scale every day, even. Just know what your baseline is. Know that you can fluctuate. I had a friend saying this weekend that she was in the military, and they had crazy things that they would do to lose weight, wrap themselves. I see people doing it now, wrap themselves in the cellophane and, go out and sweat and run in 90-degree weather with a big old aluminum foil suit on. Yes, when you get on the scale, you will have dropped some weight. And then they couldn't do anything for the rest of the day. They were starving themselves, not drinking water, nothing, so that they could make this weight. And then they had no energy to do anything for the day. So I would say to stop focusing on the scale so much. You put on your jeans, you know what you're doing. If you haven't changed anything in your habits, right? Or if you change something in your habits for 3 days, then you're going to have dropped, maybe some weight, right? Or maybe not. And then you're going to feel bad because you get on the scale because you did some things right and you still haven't dropped weight. Well, it took how many years for you to get to where you are right now? You cannot expect to have a sustainable weight loss in 3 days. It's not sustainable. Abstain. How do you say? It's not sustainable. It's not. Now, I asked someone this week, okay, how much weight do you want to lose? What's a good number? Because I just wanted to hear what their mindset was. In a week, they told me 20 pounds. No, that is so unhealthy to think I'm going to lose 20 pounds in a week. Now, if you're morbidly obese and you have surgery or something like that, then that's going to happen for you. And kudos. But do you have the skills? Do you have the discipline, as Dawn said earlier, then to sustain that? No, you don't. It's a process. It is a process. So let me go ahead to number 3, because I don't want to hold you. Number 3 is let someone in. It may not be what you think in terms of your weight loss. Yes, this is my 3rd hack. Because I know so many people like, I know what I need to do. Maybe, but from a lot of times what I'm here, I need to cut back on sugar. What does that mean? A lot of times when I do consultations, I'll do it for free. And I never, you ask anybody, they ain't paid me a dime. Like, I have services that they could pay for, but they can walk away from an assessment with tools that they can use to good information that they can use to do better. So, but it may not just be what you think. Sometimes it's you're not eating enough. You're not getting enough protein. There are so many different things, and I'm not going to go through all of them right now because I don't think this is the time of the place. I wanted to give you some hacks. Remember who you are. That's number 1 hack. Number 2 hack. Stop focusing on the weight. To lose weight, you don't obsess over the weight. There's some practical things that you can do, but obsessing over the weight, stop it. Stop it. Let someone in. It doesn't have to be me. Could be me, but it doesn't have to be me, that can give you some personal things that you can do for you personally. Which reminds me, I'm in a group right now at my church. We're using this book. It's called The Body Tithe. And I love that book because they take the focus in that book, Matthew Pryor. He's taken the focus off of weight so much, and he's focusing on our relationship with God. That's where the main focus is. Okay, so that was number 3. Let someone in. that, stop thinking that you have all the answers, because you might not. I promise you. Number 4. I can't say this one enough. I just did a challenge, a month challenge with it. You have to drink water. And it's mind-boggling to me how many people say, I don't like water. I don't like water. Listen, our bodies are made up mostly of water. I think over 60% of our whole body is water. Every cell, it's water. The blood, it's water. The composition of it is mostly water of our whole being. So we were trained. This is something we learned, and it's a lie from the devil that you don't like water, right? So we can relearn to like water. You have to drink water to hydrate, to think, to detox. And most of us aren't drinking enough water. I'm going to talk to one of my friends because she just told me that she drinks 1.5 gallons of water a day. I don't know, even the grown big giant man that I know doesn't even drink that much water. So if she's not hydrating, then I know that something is off in her system, that her cells are not absorbing the water. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. But we need to drink water, and we need to make sure that we're hydrated. And most of us are not doing that. For the energy to as well as lose weight, and along with the water, I'm gonna combine these two for the last one because I only want 5. Oh, this is a hard one. This is a hack. This is a hack. You're not gonna want to hear it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. What'd you say, Miss Pearlie? You went to your new doctor today to say, oh, I know you're doing good, Miss Pearlie. I'm so proud of you. You are a role model in so many different ways, and that's one of them. So here's drum roll. Stop eating so late. You got to cut off eating late night and take it behind the bed. You need rest. Those are 2. I know they're really 2 separate ones, but I just put them together because your body needs to recover and restore. It needs to shut down, to repair, in order for you to do anything well, really. You got to come out of that high stress zone to come back to homeostasis. And that's when your body is able, it can't just be in this like fiery mode all the time. Some people that works for them, losing weight, and they're very unhealthy and can, just drop a whole lot under stress. But most of us, we need to come back, to bring our bodies back into balance. We need rest, and we need to stop eating. So some people are calling it intermittent fasting. That intermittent fasting needs to be from night before you go to bed, not going to bed with food and wine, right, in your gut. And then your body is trying to rest, but then it's trying to digest food, and your blood sugar is, up, and then it crashes, and then you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep. And let me say this too. If you need help in any of these areas, like I really do have, shameless plug, I really do have good products that can help with some of the things that I'm talking about too. All right. If you're, well, I've tried this and that and this and that, and this didn't work and that, talk to me. I'm here for you. All right. Or talk to somebody. Okay. So that's it. That's it. Remember who you are. You're a child of the Most High. Stop focusing on the weight, right? Do the things. Do the things. And And that includes working on your relationship with God, your relationship with food, all those things. Just stop focusing so much on the weight. Let someone in to help you. Don't think you know it all, right? Don't think that you have, I know what I need to do. Maybe not. Oh, Sissy, I love you too, baby. 3, that was 3. 4, drinks water. Half your body weight in ounces of water a day. And if you can't, it's like, oh my God, that's way too much water. I need to get to, can you get to 4 8 ounces? This is 8 ounces of water, right? And so this is a half. That means this is a half gallon. All right. And then if you have a shake or something else, then you're adding that to the water too. And then 5, have your cutoff like at least 2 hours before you go to bed. I'm not saying 7 days a week. I mean, one day, maybe even 2 days. You eat something, you have that treat, you eat before, but you have to cut it off a couple hours before you go to bed. I think the recommendation is like 3 or 4, but even 2, just 2. Because you falling asleep, eating. 8, get your shower and go in the bed. No, stop doing that. All right, my friends, I love you. There is nothing you can do about it. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. If you have comments, if you have your hack that worked for you that you want to share, then share that. Because we're in this life, this thing together. And the only way that we can really, really best help other people in our lives do the work that we were commissioned to do, take care of our families and our communities, we have to take care of our bodies. We have to be healthy. We have to do what we can, and not just believe in the lies and of all the fast food joints and all a lot of salt in the foods now. That's all. I'm going off topic again. I'm coming back. I'm gonna reel it back in because we could go on and on. I just wanted to drop a few nuggets and then be out. So listen, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Bye for now. You have greatness inside of you. I believe in you. Okay, I'm going for real. I'm going.